Fala pessoal, beleza? Voltamos aqui com mais um capítulo de Blacksad. Você tocou em alguma coisa?
Did you touch or move anything in here?
Only the phone.
Good. Calm down.
Oh.
I'll take care of this.
Se esfria, eu tomo conta
Had you
disso.
already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
Ok. Vamos ver aqui, galera. Descendo pelo fundo, e a gente vai avançando para o fundo do quarto, certo? Tem uns papel aqui, então vamos.
Bingo.
What is it?
Bingo.
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract.
É uma pegada de. Pegada. Marca de pegada.
What are you doing?
Do you like
O que você
sardines?
está fazendo?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
Sardinha. Eu odeio sardinha. Uma prova foi coletada. Ok. Vamos analisar. Ok. Cadê a sardinha? Era ele que tinha um. Vamos ver se é ele. Não. Pensei que a gente ia analisar. Vamos ver a marca de pisada, de tênis, sapato, cigarro da Helena. Ok. Vamos ver se é os mesmos. Não. Então é você. Você. Quem mais será? Não. Não. Você? Também não. Caraca. Você? Você? Não. Marca de. Você também não. Mary. Será que é você? Não é não. Beleza. Estranho. Certo. Documento na academia com marca de pegada. Quem esteve no telhado, no teto da academia? Cigarro. Esse já foi. Você já foi. Ué, que estranho. Ok. Ok. Soco? Não. Tem um por um aqui, até a gente achar. Fica meio confuso, não tô entendendo. Você não, você não. Doutor? Também não. Vamos lá. Você. Você. Você já foi, você já foi, você já foi. Você já foi, mas só pro. Também não é. Você. Você. Você já foi, então pode ser você. Não. Bem. Não, caramba, o que eu fiz? Você. Você já foi, você já foi. Você. Ué, que estranho. Ok. Ok. Não entendi agora. Você já foi. Ok, essas marcas de pegada não bate com a da academia. Você, será que tem alguma ordem? Não, vamos sair. Talvez a gente colete mais prova, fica mais fácil. Aqui não tem nada.
Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy. Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
Did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
That's too bad.
Acreditar nela.
It looks like they took it.
Ok, será que temos alguma coisa a mais? A arma sumiu. Aparentemente não temos mais o que vasculhar. Aqui a bicha fumando cigarro ali, que nem uma maluca. Certo. Muitas gracias.
Is this yours?
Que é isso?
I think it belongs to the new cleaning lady. Mary just wasn't working out, so she left.
She's left.
Clarice Freeman?
Yes. You think she did this?
Por que ela ia fazer isso? Vamos olhar no quadro. Esse quadro é estranho, deve ter alguma marca aqui que a gente precisa de algum equipamento especial para olhar. Pelo menos eu acho, né? Vai. Um pedaço de jeans. Ah, uma prova foi coletada. Ok, talvez agora a gente entenda. Ok. Não, desculpa, você não. Você. Você. Ué?
Wait here, please.
Cadê a mulher? Subiu aqui e aí? Poxa, a mulher foi morta. Caraca. Nossa, foi um cortão aí. Que deveria ter feito isso?
Could be a knife wound.
Pode
The
ser uma
murder was
faca?
brutal.
O assassinato foi cruel. Tem uma coisa no pé, na mão. Tem esquerda, na direita, sei lá.
Ah, damn.
Eita, tinha duas crianças pequenas. O que ela tá segurando? Ué?
I can just picture her saying, "Honey, I found a job. We're finally gonna make ends meet."
Nossa, que dedução doida. O que é isso? Tem que ser alguém bem errado pra ter feito isso, né? Que ouvido ele tem, que audição.
I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Ele disse pra ela se esconder na casa de um amigo, pra ela não voltar pra casa e nem pensar em voltar aqui. Ela disse
If
que
the
já
murderer
estava
didn't
fazendo
find what
isso,
he was
conseguiu
looking
voltar
for,
pra casa.
that might be his next stop. If he
Essa
hasn't
sempre
been
que
there
eu
yet.
estava procurando, a próxima parada é... Doideira, hein, pessoal? Quem será que tá por trás de tudo isso, hein? Mistério. E pra ter usado uma espada ou uma faca, a pessoa tem que ser bem ágil, né? E rápida, né? Eu vi que seja aqueles brutamonte. Bem, é isso aí. Pessoal, você que é inscrito no canal, muito obrigado pela presença, tamo junto. Obrigado pela parceria, amizade, audiência. E você que não é inscrito, se inscreva aí, galera, dá uma ajuda aí. Tamo junto, trazendo sempre boas novidades, gameplays, jogos diferenciados, de todos os estilos, beleza? E é isso aí, vamos que vamos. John Blacksad levou uma coça no último capítulo. Ok,
For once I had the
voltou pro
keys to the
apartamento
place,
dele.
which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpick start.
Eita. Vai lá, Tigrão. Se não tem ninguém, como é que tava trancada?
It doesn't look like anyone picked the lock.
É isso que eu imaginei também. Vamos por parte, vamos lá pelo fundo. Aí a gente vem avançando. Vamos aqui pela cozinha. Mais uma foto. Rapaz, esse jogo tem foto, hein? Geladeira. Pizzas.
Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV. Who would have thought we'd end up
Nossa, a
eating
televisão,
like
essa
this?
geladeira é bem antiga, olha. Tem freezer.
Dunn died 4 days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay.
Aparentemente não tem mais nada aqui na geladeira. Freezer não, galera. Congelador. Freezer toda geladeira tem.
Of course.
Ok.
Now I see how Dunn bought the apartment he was going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this.
Esse apartamento foi acabado de comprar. Ele ia dar de presente pra uma mulher. Tá vazio há semanas.
It's been open for a few hours.
Sardinha foi aberto em algumas horas. Então tem. Agora a gente consegue fazer uma ligação, será? Vamos ver. Exatamente. Você. Tudo bem.
It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here.
Ok, o cheiro da sardinha é o mesmo encontrado aqui. Vamos ver, apareceu mais opções aqui. Ok, cigarro, marca de pegada. Não, tá tranquilo aqui ainda. Ok. Continuar. Vamos ali no quarto. Nossa, esse apartamento é grande, hein? Certo. Esse figurino.
Elaine. I think
No.
that was Dunn's wife's name, according to Jake.
Acordo. Ok. Uma nova prova foi coletada. Ó, quanta coisa aqui. Deixa eu pegar esse aqui embaixo primeiro. Ok.
Another empty closet.
Outro closet vazio.
You still looked at her every morning, so many years later, with a new love? Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know.
I don't know.
Something.
Ok. Vamos ver a escrivaninha aqui. Uma agenda preta. Vamos pegar, né, Black? João.
This is too private.
Ok. For the world's best daddy Father's Day, Sonia. Nada. Ok. Já li. Uma coisa aqui na janela. Quebrada.
Is this how he got in?
Banheiro. Academia.
Wow.
Começar a ganhar
Could Dunn
músculo.
really afford such luxuries? Or did he only want to impress Mary?
Aqui no banheiro não tem mais nada, hein? Nada mesmo. Ok, vamos sair. Cara, como esse apartamento tem cômodo?
Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management?
Frank Papaglia.
One of the very few teen idols who only got better with age. What's this doing here?
O que isso está fazendo aqui? Oh, macaco feio, hein? Tem como parar essa música? Vamos aqui, outro banheiro. Rapaz, cagar aqui não é dificuldade não, é se um estiver ocupado. Não tem nada aqui não. Vamos nos retirar. Certo? Ok, já tem um quadro ali. O leão silencioso. A Sonia desafia um Buffy.
I seem to recall Sonia being mad about the pictures. But who knows?
But who knows? O livro A Vida de Harry Bradwick, pai do beisebol. Quem é que gosta de beisebol? Ela não gostava. Só
It looks like Dunn had already begun to move his things. Dunn?
louco.
Thorpe?
Thorpe.
No idea.
No
And these
idea.
two, they look familiar.
Esses dois parecem familiar.
No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her uncle Tim.
Ah, ok. Esse leão é
It
muito
brings
suspeito,
back-
esse cara.
I don't know.
Bad memories?
A pessimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still. The calm before the storm.
Ah, eu conheço esse
I know that
sentimento.
feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the army. We were all professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Olympic Five.
Who's the guy on
Quem é
the
esse
left?
cara?
Ah, Victor Sukovsky,
Victor
the
Zubovsky.
athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spano? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic, and a doctor with the New York Warriors, which is how he met Spanow. It was Spanow who got him assigned to our platoon.
Ok. Ele é um doutor, o do meio é o capitão, o outro é o piloto.
What about you?
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
But the wars got in your way.
And you did. The cop at the hospital sure seemed happy to be the proud owner of a Tim Ironarm Thorpe autograph.
Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
Ele lutou contra os nazistas por toda a Europa. Ele nunca combateu no chão. E quando ele andou, foi combater na terra, ele não olhou para os lados e olha como ele parou.
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
What happened to all of them?
Zhukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago.
You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best.
Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
Ok, vamos fazer a ligação para Sonia. Beleza, a gente descobriu algumas coisas aí que aqueles da foto era uma equipe, né? Combatentes aéreos. E eles se separaram, cada um seguiu seu caminho. Beleza. Agora a gente vai ter contato com a Sônia. Acho que por ligação, né? Acho que a gente não vai até a academia, não. Vamos ver. Galera, você que quer acompanhar esse gameplay, a gente tem uma playlist aí no canal. Só clicar aí na playlist aí. Blacksad, tá em todos os capítulos do primeiro até aqui e com certeza até o final do game. Vamos terminar aí. Eu gosto desse tipo de jogo. E com certeza eu vou jogar até o fim. Uma prova foi coletada. Hello, Sonia. Was your father taught é perigoso aqui.
You know, it's dangerous.
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What?
Você já desejou nunca ter nascido? Agora e antes. Never.
Luckily, that has never crossed my mind.
Then you can't help me. First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time
Doida.
was when my father shut himself off.
Ela
I
disse
hated
que
him
odiava
for
a mãe dela, depois ela odiava
abandoning
ela
me,
por odiar a mãe
giving
dela,
in to the booze.
depois que ela morreu.
Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You've realized just how much you really loved him.
I guess so. But that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
Bobby Yale is innocent. He doesn't deserve your hate.
Don't you think I know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
I'll find the person who did this. I promise.
Let me have my doubts. Although, you've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
Você é bonita.
You're kind, smart, and beautiful.
Are you really trying to flatter me now?
No, seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help.
Ok, vamos lá. Bem, ela falou um pouco sobre a história dela, que ela odiava a mãe dela. Depois que a mãe dela morreu, ela odiou ela porque odiava a mãe dela. Depois ela disse que odiava o pai dela. Agora que o pai dela morreu, ela percebeu o quanto ele amava ela. E ela não sabe viver sem ele. Aí ela disse que ela se odeia porque não tem mais ninguém para odiar. Bem assim, mais ou menos.
I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic Five.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Seu pai
Your father saved Thorpe?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now,
what can you tell me about Mitchell? O que você pode dizer sobre Spernal? Vamos
Did you
lá.
ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard?
Doutor.
No, never. Why?
Oh, nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere.
What you can tell me about Spernal?
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about him?
I think I saw him once, but I was just a little girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. That was a long time ago.
I found a baseball glove with Spano's autograph in your room.
Oh, I've never seen it. My father must have put it there. Although I don't remember him having a signed glove.
John saw his apartment, his greatest.
I saw your old room.
That's embarrassing. Stop, or I'll end up hating you.
Ele pediu pra parar, você vai odiar ele. Porque ele vê o quarto dela de quando ela era criança. The Abacus? O que é isso?
Did the abacus inspire you to dabble in finances?
The most useful gift anybody has ever given me.
I give it from your mother, I give it from your father, I give it from your uncle, too.
A gift
Presente
from
da
your
sua
mother?
mãe.
From my Uncle Tim. He used to say that in this day and age, a woman should know how to count. My father didn't agree, but he didn't oppose it either. People thought he was a liberal because of his attitude towards racial issues. But at home, things were different.
There's a music box. Tem uma
It's odd
caixa
that
de
there are
música no seu
practically
quarto.
no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory.
Que mulher triste.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here.
Foi antes da minha mãe ficar doente.
I loved reading stories about pirates.
Eu amava escutar histórias, ler histórias.
So my father drew a treasure map for me.
Meu pai desenhou um mapa
I
de
searched the
tesouro.
whole house, one clue at a
Olhei pela
time.
casa toda, uma pista por vez.
Led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire
Ele
swing.
levou uma grande árvore no jardim.
X marks the spot, so I
A
dug to
marca
find my
X
treasure.
marcava o ponto, então eu desenterrei.
I loved the music it played.
Eu amei a música,
Ballerina and the
a
little secret
bailarina,
compartment.
a parte secreta, a pequena parte secreta.
Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
I think it's the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
Aí entendi.
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern.
He had great taste in music. Caraca, voltamos para algumas questões anteriores. Você está com frio? Por que não?
Are you cold?
Ele já cantou ela uma vez?
A little. Maybe I should go.
Yes, I can get it later. I still have a couple of questions.
Wait, I still have a couple of questions for you. Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. You'll have to talk to her sooner or later.
Yes. I guess I owe it to my father in spite of it all.
He had a great taste in music. I think that is about.
Your dad had great
Ele
taste
tem
in
bom
music.
gosto por
So,
música.
better taste than I had as a child?
Well, now you've put me on the spot.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Well, I think you've already answered all my questions.
It's about time. I thought you were waiting for me to freeze out here. Anyway,
Thanks for the company.
thanks for the company.
I think you come back. Is there your... Ah, não! Deu tempo.
I knew I was looking at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
Okay, let's go. You. Ok, você. Pera.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more.
Vamos até lá? Opa. A gente já percebeu com certeza, né?
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bust you while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Vai. Como assim, cara? Não. Vai. Toma na jaca. Caraca, e agora? Esse ela tá do ar, não é? Filho da mãe, batendo a mina. Opa! Olé! Ó, Matrix aqui, rapaz! Ah, é? Esse negócio de faca? Ai! Filha da mãe.
Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook
Opa,
talks to you
toma
in
na
the middle of
jaca,
a
seu
fight,
marmanjo.
you know you're up against a rookie.
Um jogo de cintura, seu vacilão. Ah, ajude ele.
And if he doesn't even say, "Help me, please,"
Ai. Vai. Ué, eu ajudei ele. Acho que ele só desmaiou, né? Não morreu. Bem, tomara que não morreu, né? Porque a intenção era ajudar ele. Eu consegui apertar o botão lá antes de terminar um tempo. Vamos ver se ele só desmaiou, ficou inconsciente. É, só desmaiou. E foi
What did they
preso.
say?
nothing
Eles
serious.
disseram
I lost
nada
another
sério.
one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. He hasn't woken up yet?
Ele não acordou ainda.
Nope. We're gonna
No.
be here a while.
Ele vai ficar aqui por um bom
Vulpine,
tempo.
7 letters.
Putz, ele pegou.
Devious?
You think that's the same thing? No. Sounds a bit off to me.
Ok. Mais do bicho. Ah, tem alguma coisa no nariz dele. Acabou? Acabou. Pá. Tem uma figurinha aqui, mano. Ai. Ó, acho que é a roupa, as roupas deles, né? As roupas dele. A roupa dele, sei lá. Ah, ok. Só isso. A bota dele. A marca, olha. Ok.
Wait, I know. Vulpine, 7
Vulpine.
letters. Cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Você está procurando
Will he live?
nada?
He'll live.
Ele vai viver? Ele está vivo.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion. You know, minor things of the sort.
Deixa o cara
Any
perigoso,
partners?
hein?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find
Não,
anything?
parei.
Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Esse é o nosso bem. Você tem a prova. Ok. Vamos ver algo. A roupa rasgada. Pedaço de. Ok.
Looks like we know who tore his pants following Clarice Freeman up to the rooftop.
Cara, é rápido, hein?
His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that
Não
evidence.
chama isso de evidência. Ok. Acho que ele comeu sardinha, né? Foi?
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
Ô, cara chato. Ok. Você. 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 Oh.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Você não ajuda mesmo, não, hein? Ok. E agora? Vamos escolher você.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
He's innocent, but hiding something. I'm still certain he's innocent.
I'm starting to have my doubts. Maybe I dismissed him too soon. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
First news, so I heard. Foi o que eu ouvi.
Yeah, I heard something of the sort.
What have you heard?
I never really my source, Frank Cassidy.
Frank Cassidy. He's friends
He's
with
a
the
friend.
governor.
You don't say. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
Bad cop.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused of murder, and that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog.
You can offer your deal. You wish you
that if I catch you outside, you'll wish you were in hell.
Blacksad, stay out of this. Remember who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Você está blefando, você não tem nada. Caramba.
If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
Yeah, sure.
What can you offer me?
How much is your life worth to you?
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
You're pathetic. Is that why you never got in the police force, Blacksad? Did you fail the good cop, bad cop test? I won't say a word. And believe me, you stand to lose. Care for a piece of advice? If I were you, I'd fear for my life. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Uou!
Watch out!
Ai, eu não vi o negócio ali. Caraca, mano. Ok, vamos tentar de novo.
I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Eu...
Watch out!
Toma. O louco, a gente pegou. Esse aqui é um tiro certeiro, hein? E a bala nem desviou, cara, por causa da janela, do vidro.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
Pessoal, vou ficar com essa gameplay por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido. A gente se encontra no próximo capítulo. Grande abraço. Fui!